Welcome back, students, in the lecture number 2 of WARPN preparation with the code of 22366 with the abbreviation of WYP, and we are learning this particular course at TX3I. Now, in the lecture number 2, what is the major learning outcome we are going to learn here? The major learning outcome, that is, here student will able to list the requirements from the loom shade about the raw material. So this is what today's learning outcome. So let us start with our curriculum. Now here, very first one, that is need of warping. Now before moving ahead with any kind of the content, very first question we have to ask ourselves, what is the need of this particular process, or you can say why at all this process is required. Now we will discuss this issue here. Okay, now how we are going to think. Now here, if you are going to think here what we have. Okay, now right now, as a viewers, we have in our hand, that is cone or scissors. We have cone or scissors in our hand. So from the spinning department, we are going to get the yarn in the form of cone and scissors. Okay, now, okay, this is fine. We have the cone and scissors. म्हणजे आपल्याकडे cone आणि scissors आहेत. आपल्या हातामध्ये काय आहेत? Cone and scissors. Okay, now what we required, म्हणजे आपल्याला काय पाहिजे बाबा फायनल स्टेजला विविंग मध्ये, what we required. So what we required. Now before what we required, let us see what are the beauty or what are the beauty features of this particular cone. Now this is a single end package, very first one. हे एक single end package. Now what is mean by single end package? Now here, if you are going to see the single end package means what? Here single end packages. Now here, in case of single end packages, only one yarn we can withdraw from the package surface. So that is known as a single end package. म्हणजे फक्त आपण एकच दोरा त्या कोन वरनं, त्या चीज वरनं आपण काढू शकतो, म्हणून त्याला काय म्हटलं जातं? सिंगल एंड पॅकेज असं म्हटलं जातं. Now what is another feature of this particular single end package? The more length of yarn. Now whatever yarn is laying over this cone surface, that length of yarn is much more higher. Somewhat around 1.50 lakh meter of yarn is there over the cone or cheese. So length of yarn is very much higher. Now another beauty feature of this cone and cheese is each end is separated in form of the package. So every end, so end number 1, this is a separate package. End number 2, this is a separate package. End number 3, this is a separate package. So these are the some beauty of a particular these packages. Now what we required? Now we required this thing. आपल्याला काय पाहिजे? आपल्याला पाहिजे ते हे पाहिजे. Okay, we required a final package in the loom shade with this type of a shape. Now what we have, it is something different, and what we required in the loom shade, okay, so that is a something different. So finding the difference what we have and what we required, that is nothing but a need of warping. That is nothing but a need of warping. Okay, now we will see in a loom shade. Now we will think initially about the loom shade. Okay, now this is a loom shade. If you are going to see, this is a particular loom shade. Now here, this is a loom. Okay, now in this loom you can see this is a back of the machine. These are the harnesses, and this is what your fabric. Now here, if you are going to see, we have to think only about this beam. Okay, now here if you are going to see, this is a yarn number 1, this is yarn number 1, and this is a last yarn is there. So likewise, warp number 1 to the likewise n number of warps are there over the beam surface, over the this particular warp beam surface. So you can see here, if you are going to see in the how the yarn is going to travel, म्हणजे दोरा हा कसा travel होतो beam वरनं. So here this is what one number yarn, how it is going to travel. Now initially we are going to take this yarn from the drop pins, then after the these are the hilloirs, then after the reed is there, and then after the fabric is there. So this is what the passage of yarn which is passing from the beam to the drop wires to the hill wires, and finally it comes to form the fabric. So this is what our looms. Now loom required the yarn in form of multi-end package. If you're going to see, this is what a final beam. हे काय आहे? फायनल बीम आहे. म्हणजे आपल्या लूमला काय आवश्यकता आहे की आपल्या लूमला जे काही रॉ मटेरियल आहे ते बीमच्या स्वरूपात पाहिजे, म्हणजे मल्टी एंडच्या स्वरूपात पाहिजे. सो our loom do require the packages in the form of multi end. Now what is the major difference? What we have, single end we have, and what we require, that is a multi end packages. Okay, so this is a major difference. What we have, single end package, and what we require, multi end packages required. So this is a major difference between what we require and what we have. So this thing we have to consider before enlisting need of warping. Now here, if you're going to think about the what those are the requirement from the loom shed, म्हणजे loom shed वरनं आपल्याला काय requirement येते, हे जो beam आहे, this is a empty beam is there, and from once we are going to fill this particular beam with a yarn, with a warp sheet, okay, and that is known as a weaver's beam. Okay, now what are the requirements from the loom, from the beam, म्हणजे बीमचे काय अपेक्षित लूम शेडचे. सो व्हॉट दीज रिक्वायरमेंट्स आर देअर, दॅट इज वन नंबर. लेट अस डिस्कस दोज थिंग. ओके, the package must be the multi-end package. Right now we have seen whatever package is there, whatever package it is going to require, that is a multi-end package. So single end package are not acceptable at the loom stage, so we require a multi-end package. So definitely what we have to do, we have to convert the single end package to the multi-end package. Okay, म्हणजे आपल्याला मल्टी एंड पॅकेज लूमला पाहिजे, म्हणजे आपल्याकडे आहे सिंगल एंड पॅकेज, आपल्याला मल्टी एंड पॅकेज हे आपल्याला बनवावं लागेल. सो दिस इज व्हॉट our need from the our loom shed. Okay, now another thing here, if you're going to see the another thing, that is every thread on beam must have a equal length. So whatever yarn we are going to get, जे काही आपल्याला दोरा या बीम वरती आपण व्रॅप करणार आहे, त्या दोऱ्याचं जे लेंथ आहे, त्या दोऱ्याचं जे लेंथ आहे, ते दोऱ्याचं लेंथ दुसरा 2 नंबर दोरा, 1 नंबर दोरा असणार आहे, 2 नंबर दोरा असणार आहे, 3 नंबर दोरा असणार आहे, 4 नंबर दोरा असणार आहे. सो वॉट एव्हर yarn is there, the length of yarn must be equal. The length of yarn must be equal. That is another requirement. 1 number requirement, that is the package must be the multi-end package. Second thing, whatever yarns are there, that must be the equal length. This is the second requirement. The third requirement, the tension on all the yarn must be uniform. Now if you're going to see the previous slide, in the previous slide we can see whatever ends are there over the beam surface, those ends must have a uniform tension. Uniform tension म्हणजे काय की त्याच्यावरती जो ताण असणार आहे, त्याच्यावरती जो टेन्शन असणार आहे, 1 नंबर दोऱ्याला जो टेन्शन असणार आहे तेच 2 नंबरला असायला पाहिजे, तेच 4 नंबरला असायला पाहिजे, तेच 10 नंबरला असायला पाहिजे, तेच 1000व्या नंबरच्या एंडला सुद्धा तेच टेन्शन असणं गरजेचं आहे. That means what? The tension on all the yarns must be uniform. So this is another requirement from the looms. Now here another requirement, the yarn tension within a end and between a end must be constant. Yarn tension. Now what is the yarn tension? Now we have seen the yarn tension. If you are going to hold the yarn, it is having some sufficient tension. So this tension within a yarn, म्हणजे within a yarn म्हणजे काय, समजा आता या बीम वरती आपण 10 मीटर, 200 मीटर, 300 मीटर असा 1000 मीटर पर्यंत आपण दोरा गुंडाळणार आहे. ठीक आहे, म्हणजे पहिल्या 1 मीटर मध्ये जे काही टेन्शन असणार आहे, 1000व्या मीटरला सुद्धा तेच टेन्शन अपेक्षित असणं आहे. म्हणजेच काय, within a tension must be the uniform. Now what is meant by between the tension? Between the tension म्हणजे काय, 1 नंबर दोऱ्याला जो टेन्शन आहे, 2 नंबर दोऱ्याला सुद्धा तेच टेन्शन असणं अपेक्षित आहे. 100व्या दोऱ्याला सुद्धा तोच टेन्शन अपेक्षित आहे, 1000व्या दोऱ्याला सुद्धा तोच टेन्शन असणं अपेक्षित आहे. सो हियर the yarn tension within a end and between a end must be very constant. So this is what another expectation from the loom shed towards the beam. Okay, now another thing, spreading of yarn across the width of the beam must be the compact in nature. So here, so definitely we are going to lay some yarns over its a beam surface. So this spreading of yarns, it must be very compact in nature across the width of this flange to the this flange. So this is what your flange width, you can say this is our flange width. So this must be the very compact in nature. Now another requirement, that is the number of yarns over the beam must be the as per specifications. Now normally what the weaver is going to do, weaver is going to specify I need 1000 ends over the beam, I need 2000 ends over the beam. Okay, so likewise if weaver is specifying that he need 2000 ends, so definitely whatever beam we are going to supply to the loom shed, it must be have as per the specification of the weaver. So that is what the number of yarns over the yarn over the beam must be as per the specification. This is another requirement. Now another thing, you can see the yarn count, total number of ends, beam density, beam length must be the as per prescribed specification of the weaver. So these are the some technical terms are there. So these technical terms fulfilled by this particular beam. Okay, so whatever these all specification is laid by the particular weaver, आणि या weaver कडनं स्पेसिफिकेशन आल्या असल्यामुळं जे काही आपण हे बीम बनवणार आहे ह्या त्या स्पेसिफिकेशन नुसारच बनवणं अपेक्षित हे आहे. सो दीज आर द रिक्वायरमेंट्स. म्हणजे हे रिक्वायरमेंट कोणाकडनं आहेत, लुमशेनकडे आहे. आणि आपल्याकडे काय आहे, आपल्याकडे कोन आणि सीझर्स आहेत. म्हणजेच आपल्याला अशा कुठल्या तरी प्रोसेसची गरज आहे. ती प्रोसेस काय करेल बाबा, की सिंगल एंड पॅकेज पासून मल्टी एंड पॅकेज कन्वर्ट करेल. आणि हे करत असताना while doing this one, what it is going to do, it is going to maintain the equal length of the yarn, it is going to maintain the uniform tension of the yarn within a end and between the end. Whatever tension is there, it is going to maintain a very constant in nature. It is going to spray the yarn across the width of the beam. So this all the thing it is going to achieve. So these are the requirements, and there must be somebody must be present who will fulfill these requirements. म्हणजे तिथं कुठला तरी एक डिपार्टमेंट असणं गरजेचं आहे, म्हणजे कोन आणि बीमच्या मध्ये जो हे सगळे रिक्वायरमेंट फुलफिल करायला मदत करेल, ते डिपार्टमेंट म्हणजे वार्पिंग डिपार्टमेंट आहे. सो दिस इज व्हॉट नीड ऑफ वार्पिंग डिपार्टमेंट. ओके, now this is what we decided in for this lecture number 2. We have decided student will able to list the requirement of the loom from the beam. So these are the requirements from the our particular beam. Okay, now some possible questions based on this particular content, that is student need to see these questions and they need to write these questions and need to write the answers in their notebooks. State the importance of warping process. Of course, whenever you are going to state the importance, that is nothing but a need of warping process. Another question you can say, draw the schematic line diagram of the weaver's beam. So these two questions you need to attempt. Probably the maximum chances are there, that is these questions are going to appear for the MSBT examination. Now before coming to the lecture number 3, here some activity I am assigning to you. Okay, now what those activities are there, you think about these particular cases, case number 1, case number 2 and case number 3, and you think in this way, what is the effect of these cases on the process. For example, case number 1, if length of yarn is unequal on the beam. Now what is length of the yarn unequal on the beam means what? Now here if I am going to see, this is what your beam. Okay, this is what your, I am going to draw the here beam. Okay, this is what your beam. Okay, now this is yarn number 1, this is yarn number 2, this is yarn number 3. Now suppose this yarn number 3 having a less length than the one number 2, and you have to think what may be the consequence of this particular case in the further process. So that thing you have to think. Okay, similarly case 2, you take the, if density of the package is not uniform across the beam width. Density means what, whatever we are going to lay here the some warps over this particular surface, if this density is not uniform. For example, if density, if suppose the beam surface is going to appear like this, okay, some conical appearance is there, so what will be the consequence of this particular shape in the further process? So you have to think with that respect. Definitely the case number 3, that is the yarn tension is not uniform start to end process. So whatever yarn tension is there, this is one number yarn. So in the one number yarn, at the beginning the tension level is what, only 40 Newton is there, and after commencing the unwinding of particular beam, you will find out after running of 1000 meter of the yarn, so you will find out the tension is very less. So this is not the case of if the tension is not uniform within a end and also between the end. Okay, so in that cases what is the consequence, त्याचा इफेक्ट हा पुढच्या प्रोसेस वरती काय होणार आहे हे पुढच्या लेक्चर मध्ये यायच्या अगोदर तुम्हाला विचार हे करायचा आहे. लक्षात आलं? सो इन नेक्स्ट लेक्चर, दॅट इज अ इंटरॅक्टिव्ह lecture, we are going to discuss one to one. You have to give the answer with the case number 1, case number 2 and case number 3. Okay, now today we are going to stop here. Okay, thank you.